Welcome to Talk Horror to Me, the only horror movie review podcast that's weekly, except for when we're not. But with that said, before we bring in Carly and Brooke, let's see what we're looking at tonight. Tonight we review Alien. Alien is a 1979 science fiction horror film directed by Ridley Scott and written by Dan O'Bannon, based on a story by O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett. The alien and its related artifacts were designed by the Swiss artist H.R. Geiger, while concept artists Ron Cobb and Chris Foss designed the more human settings. The film stars Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto. In Alien, the film follows the crew of the commercial space tug Nostromo, who, after coming across a mysterious derelict spaceship on an uncharted planetoid, find themselves up against a deadly and aggressive extraterrestrial loose within their vessel. One by one, the crew is attacked until it becomes obvious that they may not make it home alive. Welcome back, hey everybody. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Carly.
Hello. How are you guys?
Doing good. We've all missed each other.
Yes.
Brooke is recovering from bad food. We have Mother's Day, but hopefully we'll be on track for the next little bit. So, Carly.
Yes.
Did you pick this film?
Yes, I did. And I don't know why I waited so long to pick this film. It was fantastic.
That's right.
More to it later. Brooke, what did you think?
I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. But the thing about this movie, sci-fi movies, it takes forever to get to the point. So, so that's what I didn't like about it. It took forever to see the aliens. And I'm just like, it kind of reminded me of The Thing. And I love The Thing too. So, yeah, I really loved it.
Fantastic.
So, note to self, Brooke hates slow movies. Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Well, that's what sci-fi horror is all about. It's all about the build. And don't forget that once you see the alien, this was like in 78, it still looked like kind of a dude in a suit. So, like Jaws, sometimes it's better not to see the antagonist until you have to. I also love this film. I love the Alien franchise and all its iterations. I love Alien vs. Predator. I love, don't tell anybody, but even Firefly has a reference to the Alien franchise with Whalen Industries. So there are so many movies that have Easter eggs about Alien, even though it's not, that like builds this universe even bigger than actually people think it is. But yeah, this first one is a slow burn, literally and figuratively. And I loved it. I love going back to the original. Ridley Scott does an amazing job. Geiger's designs are so just alien to begin with. You see the alien on that ship that's like, freaking 3 stories tall, just design wise. And I think pace wise and the crew being in jeopardy wise, just for me, hits all the boxes. But Carly, your film, you tell us what you think.
Well, I had a lot of fun watching it. I really did. And it was a little bit slow, but I felt that it set the premise of, why they were there and, what's going on. And when I heard eggs, I was like, and I knew Ash was evil. I knew it. I knew it. It was fantastic. I mean, this is from the 70s, so am I really spoiling the movie?
No.
I mean, 45 years later, I think we know what's happening.
Well, when the alien first, being versed in all things Spaceballs, when the alien first bursted through, I expected the top hat and the cane and singing ragtime, ragtime. But when it became an adult alien, I could see why they were frightened, because this sucker is like over them and unkillable. Nothing they did would kill this. It was fantastic.
Well,
It was
I mean, they're a
fantastic.
mining tug, not a military operation.
True.
So all they got is, I don't even know why they have flamethrowers to begin with. But, it's like, that's all they got. They got nothing but, cattle prods and flamethrowers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and, just to let you know, Carly, I love the movie so much. I went right into watching the second one, the James Cameron's, which is, which if you want action on top of everything else, that movie is the shit.
I haven't
Okay,
watched it
that'll
yet.
have to be my pick after my next pick.
Well, it's a nice like bookend, those two films.
Okay.
The third one gets a lot of shit for kind of ruining the setup of the first two. I won't give it away, but
Okay.
yeah, it's like it took a different direction, and I think people were a little disappointed in like what happened at the beginning of the third film. But then you got like cloning. It goes in crazy directions.
We have comments.
What?
We do?
We do.
What are comments?
Yeah.
Let's see. Boop.
2.
True horror classic by Phil Parker. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he also says, yes. And we've said that before.
I loved it.
Well, I haven't seen that one.
It's
I've actually seen Predator. Don't
course.
fall out of your chairs. But I've seen that one. I just have not seen
Alien versus Predator.
Alien versus Predator.
I mean, AVP. I mean, it was
good.
one of the first films that kind of did this whole, we're just going to use like an acronym to describe the movie when you go see it. I think that one, the first one in the Arctic or Antarctic with the underground ziggurat, was like a perfect fusing of the two franchises. And of course, we all know the Predator 2 had the ship with the trophies and the alien skull on it. So of course they had to bring them all together. These are where the Easter eggs come in, Carly. I know we're getting off track with this film, but yeah, Easter eggs galore. Yeah, I know my aliens, Predators. So
yes,
I can't believe I've waited so long to watch this movie.
So
what?
Yes.
It only took you 45 years since it's coming out to be like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time.
I saw it on Hulu and I was like, all right, okay.
This one.
Yes, because I had heard Chuck talk about it so much that I was like, I need to give it a shot.
Yeah, and if I've recommended it, it must be good. That's a lie. Do not take that to the bank. But let's stick with this film.
Yes.
I don't want to jump the gun. I want to go like right into our favorites. So you know what? The hell with it. I'm in charge of these transitions. We're going to the favorites. And Carly, I wanted you to give us all the juiciness. What were your favorite moments of this film?
Oh, when Ash was turned to ashes. It was fantastic. Watching it melt and then the head that was separate. And they should have panned up a little bit more because I saw him swallow, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. It was fantastic watching him melt and then just kill the bad guy. It was fantastic.
Wow. But he wasn't a bad guy. Ash was just doing what he was told.
Well, he was told something bad.
And as somebody who's like, the directives are about do what the company tells you, he was doing exactly what he was being told. Just saying. So in his own robot brain, he didn't think he was a bad guy. I'm just saying. How about you, Brooke? What was your favorite kill, favorite moments? Plenty of kills.
Okay. Mine was whenever, so Journey Weaver was in that little area where she was on the ship by herself and the alien popped out. And she had those little girl underwear on. I was like, why did they put her in those underwear?
To appease the men coming to watch this movie.
Right. They put her in those little girl underwear. And then the alien, she got the alien out there and then I guess lit the alien on fire, whenever she pressed the button. That was my favorite part.
Okay. So we'll just let everybody know who hasn't seen this film and the last 45 years that the alien went out the airlock. She put the thrusters on, and it just got all burnt up in the afterburners, which was awesome, by the way. I did, onto that point, Brooke, the fact that like it was so well nestled within all the conduits and piping, like it was like, I'm just taking a nap and I'm just going to chill out in the spaceship, and then all of a sudden it starts uncoiling, like so slowly and methodically. Oh, it's just like she's there. She's not anywhere close to being anywhere safe, and then I think just coils out. Oh, beautiful. I would actually say there's so many good things. The trip to, because I agree with both of you, it is slow until they actually have to bring back, I can't remember who it was, unfortunately, John Hurt's character, bring back with a face hugger on him. Everything up to that point is just like plod. And it makes character development. We get to know how everybody likes or hates each other. But yeah, the fact that when that egg opened and just like the thing you don't even see the thing come out. That's the best part of it. We saw the egg open, and all of a sudden we hear everybody like rushing back to the ship. Whereas in the second film, we see a lot of face huggers get onto the faces. So I love like that turn, the trip to the ship, seeing this alien derelict ship, this crazy alien in this weird chair that seems completely outsized for humanity. And then just to have this farm, this freaking like harvested farm of eggs, which I love that moment because it actually was the catapult for every story after that. Where do they come from? Who's this alien? What's his deal? Like every film, Prometheus, the sequels, prequels, they all are trying to answer that question. Like where did they come from? Successful or not. I think I love the fact that was a moment that everything just started to happen. So,
and Philip brought up a good point. Think about when this was made and what tech they had compared to now. I think they did a fantastic job with what they had. They really did.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I mean, it is funny when you think about that in 76 is when Star Wars came out. And you look back on Star Wars 76, not the remastered Lucas version. If you look at the original, it still holds up like really, really well. And you look at other space movies, it doesn't hold up as well. And I'll even say that for a movie that was in 78, this film, when they show the Nostromo like in space with a refinery on top of it, you can see the edges. You can see like the cut frames of it as it's moving through the frame. So even then, like it all depended on which special effects house you were using to really capture that seamless quality. So if I had any complaint, it was about those quote unquote space shots where, of course they have to do that long pan of the ship just going and going and going and going, which I love. It's such a trope these days. Yeah, it's a trope of like the long ship. We're just like looking at it. But other than that, it wasn't really like Philip is saying, there's really not anything you can point at where it'd be like, this is really cheesy at this point. Other than there was like one shot of the alien standing that looked kind of latex suity, but it was all in shadow and fog and steam, and it wasn't. Trust me, it was not that big a deal.
No, it was a fantastic movie and a lot of fun to watch. And a lot of fun to be sitting there like with my vape going, oh my God. I love that you love it. I mean, like I said, you watch the second one and you're gonna be like, oh, this even makes more sense. Okay.
Alien vs. Predator is even better. I liked it. Alien vs. Predator.
No, I was just gonna say agree to disagree because I'm partial to Aliens. James Cameron, but AVP had a lot of awesome things going for it because it is Earthbound. It is current modern era prequel, not like hundreds of years in the future. Why do we not even inhabit Earth anymore? So there's so much mythos and storytelling. This is like doing Star Wars with all the books and like the quasi canon of it. There's so much to be told in these stories. who was your favorite character, Carly?
Jonesy. The cat.
Jim.
It's like, wow,
Jonesy.
Sigourney went way backseat on this one. It's like, I like the cat.
Oh, I like them. I felt like it was weird seeing John Hurt being so young.
Yes.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
That was weird. I really liked Sigourney Weaver's character also.
Okay, John Hurt, isn't that the guy that played the father in Pretty in Pink? Because he kind of looks familiar.
I think he played the principal in Breakfast Club.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. No.
I don't know.
No. I just know that he looked really, really young, and I was like, what?
Is he the guy that kept saying yeah or kept saying like all right or something?
No, that was Dean Stanton. Who
okay, he
we
played
saw.
the
Yes, in Pretty in Pink.
Okay.
No, in 16 Candles?
16
I don't know.
Candles.
Pretty in Pink. He was also in Avengers, the first Avengers movie, when the Hulk. No, was it Avengers movie? It was when the Hulk falls out of the sky, and he turns. He has no clothes on because he's Bruce Banner again, and the security guard comes up. That was Henry Dean Stanton as well, one of his last roles. So, but with that said, what are we doing now? I mean, it's oh my God, we're rushing through this because we got plenty of time. What am I talking about? I need to time check myself. I need to time check before I wreck myself. My favorite you said Jonesy. Brooke, you said
I like Sigourney Weaver.
You Sigourney.
She was
so I can't use Sigourney, one of the first truly final girls, but with badass intent. Because she was a badass from the beginning. Like, even when they're going down to the planet, she was the one following protocol. Why are you men being so emotional and stupid? You know, it's like she was the one trying to do all the right things. Everybody else is being stupid. I will say, man, I mean, I loved Ash. I did love Ash.
Did?
I did because he was such a dick.
Yeah, he was.
Like, even before you knew he was, one, following orders, and two, an android. Spoilers.
He was a dick.
He was a dick, and he acted that way. And you're just like, wow, why is this guy such an asshole? And it's like, and you didn't know this because he really doesn't have emotion, and it's just kind of really sarcastic and like curt. And like the fact that he played it so well, and that the only time he truly, truly showed emotion was when he was decapitated and they brought him back to life to ask him questions. And where he was like, you know, I wish you luck or whatever he says. That was a first and only human thing he did in that whole film. And it just
swallow.
Yeah, it was so crazy that, you know, it's like, it was so crazy to see him be human, but heartless, and then be known to be a robot and then actually have some empathy. So I love that. I thought that was a great thing.
Yeah, he was fun to hate.
Yes. And so easy to hate. He was like, dude, there's something off by this guy.
I should have known really something was off because he wasn't afraid to be anywhere near the alien. Of course, the alien.
Well, he was the medical, but he was also the medical guy. So he should be curious about it more so than afraid. Even though
so this whole time he was a robot?
Yeah.
Or?
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Brooke, did you not see the film that you just watched?
I watched it, but I didn't know he was a robot.
Oh, honey.
Okay,
she
Brooke.
said, "Oh, honey."
I'm not sure how Brooke missed that when he was all, puking up milk.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
I just thought he was
did you think he was human before and then cloned?
No, I thought he was an alien.
Okay, you heard it here first, everybody. There were no robots in this film. That was a trick of the light. It was a Mandela effect. So we all know it didn't really happen. Oh, Brooke, you're fantastic.
I think my coworkers are right. I'm a little blonde.
I mean, and as a result, we got to go right into rating this thing, blonde or not. Carly, tell us who is going to tell you their rating.
Well, I went with Brooke first, so I'm going to go with you now.
Go with okay. All right. I mean, stellar film. No pun intended. Interstellar, if you want to be really specific. It was a 5. It's a 5 for me across the board. There's not, other than like, oh, it's old, therefore some of the seams are showing.
But
it still holds up. I'm getting there, girl. Because I'm stalling. I'm stalling for time. You know what? I usually have a deep cut on this, but I do not have a deep cut. So I'm just going to go. I probably wrote it down. I couldn't find it in my notes anymore. So I'm just going to go with 5 Xenomorphs because that's how it got to be.
Okay. All righty then, Miss Brooke.
Mine is going to be, okay. Mine is going to be a 4.9, I guess, slime. But I'm only giving it a 4.9 because it started off so slow and it made me mad.
and then she decided to go. Then she decided to go to the grocery store while it was still running. That's why she didn't know Ash was a robot
this whole time. I swear
You'll
I thought
be
he
all
was
right,
an alien. I was like,
promise.
oh, he just turned to an alien.
He was replaced. You know, that might be the new one. You never know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
I will never forget that. Okay. Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn. There's no one else.
Well, you know what? I give it a solid 5. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Here's my thing.
Yes.
2 things, which I understand just the effect and the look of it, but I'm assuming that because he's going to look for the cat, and he goes under all the condensers, and it's just raining down. It's just raining. It's raining inside the refinery, and I'm like, I guess we have to assume that because there's condensation and because it's, condenser coils, it's going to be raining down on you. I don't know. That's the only thing I thought was like a little suspect, although it looked freaking amazing. But that cat Jonesy, I have a problem with that acting because that poor guy gets freaking splayed in half by the alien, and all you see is that cat just looking up, going, "Better you than me." Ears all back.
That was smart, though. The cat was hiding. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Smart.
Well, the Xenomorph is not going to go backwards. It's not going to be like, "Hey, you know what would really be cool if I was a cat instead."
No,
because you got to remember, once you're a Xenomorph, you're in that shape. It's not like the Thing where you can change into something different. So it was already humanoid. Therefore, that was his final form. I feel like we're doing Pokemon. Your final form is the humanoid versus we've seen Alien Predator 2, I think, where it took on the shape of a dog, and that became his final form. A few of those became like dog-like. So, or maybe that was Alien 3. Hard to say. But Alien always takes, once this face hugger impregnates you and it blows out of you, that's the form you take. So, Carly, that's for you. You can take that, enjoy that, put that in your pocket.
Okay. Hello, my baby. Hello.
So that's why you do get different forms and shapes of the Xenomorphs, because they're not all humanoid. But so that's just a little tidbit for y'all, because I'm here for you. I'm all here for you,
and we appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you. You know what else I appreciate? What's the next classic? Now, here's the problem. I need to do a retraction because this week was supposed to be my film, and I effed it up. And Carly started saying her film, and I didn't want to retract that. So I apologize all the way around.
Sorry about that.
So we decided now, with the format we have now, we're going to go alphabetically. So it's going to be Brooke and Carly and me in alphabetical order by first name. So therefore, I would be next in this case. So I've chosen for our next film. let me say it right. Babadook.
Nice.
So we're going to do Babadook is our next film. So Brooke, just to let you know, there are no aliens nor robots. So you're already ahead of the game. It is on a couple of the free services as well as on Netflix. It's come around to Netflix, which is why I was so excited it came back.
It was so
And
good.
so, yeah, Babadook, it's a weird one. It's a weird one, I'm going to tell you, because Carly and I were talking beforehand.
I've actually seen it, Brooke.
She's actually,
Wow.
I know. Yeah, I mean, we were talking beforehand that my impression of the first time I saw it versus just seeing it, a little topsy-turvy, is like my impression is not completely opposite of what it was. But I will do some research. I'll do some wiki. I'll do some research on that to see like what the dealio is on some of these little more obscure things. But I think it's a fantastic tale between mother and son. And I think that's really probably the heart of this film coming up. But enough about that. Carly.
Yes.
With the time we have remaining.
Oh, we got quite a bit of time remaining. Oh, crap.
What are you talking about? We got 4
minutes
to this running like clockwork show. If we're not 30 minutes, we're not there. We're like pizza. If it's not delivered in 30 minutes or less, you get your movie back. But but Carly, let's see what else. We got a couple more comments. Let me see what comments we have here before we go on. Okay, so Philip says it's a 4.9. Actually, I think it should be a 5.5 because of the surprise robot in it.
Yeah, and I didn't even know.
What's your real rating?
It's still a 4.9.
And listen, when Brooke says it's a 4.9 because it was slow, that's got nothing to do with robots, y'all. So.
Well, question, Brooke, did you have the director's cut?
No, no, not this one.
She's next time, maybe next time. But Carly, what are your final thoughts on a film that you've never seen? Like, bring us home. What are your final thoughts?
Well, I mean, for the time that they were in, and the fact that computers aren't what they are today, calling it Mother was really creepy. But they did so well. They, you type in your question, and Mother's like, it does not compute.
That was very 2001: A Space Odyssey kind of vibe to it.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen it either.
Oh my, okay, but you know who HAL 2000 is, right?
Who? Like, what?
HAL 2000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. You might have seen it in 1,000 parodies. We're like, what are you doing, Dave? I can't allow that, Dave. Nothing, guys.
No.
All right.
When I hear Dave, I think of Cheech and Chong. No man, Dave's not here.
That's a whole different accent. So yeah, and I would agree with you. Mother was a weird kind of construct. Yes. First of all, let's make this weird, sphere with a bunch of lights just blinking in it, and you type stuff in, and it spits out some weird answer that doesn't make any sense. I would have loved to have that be more explained. I mean, I get it's the autopilot, but and they refer to it, but I think I would have liked something a little more obvious. And I think design-wise, it could have been a little more interesting than just a ball with lights.
Yeah, but they could just have called it something other than Mother. I mean, that was
how dare you, Ridley Scott? How dare you call it Mother?
Right. Not seen Space Odyssey. No, Philip, I have not.
Me either. He feels old.
Let's say.
I think.
Hey, Philip, I'm the only one. I'm the only one who knows what's up. Just saying.
Yes.
He said he feels old watching the show, and I'm like, you're only older than me, Philip.
That's true. You have to remember these are youngins. What eras are you both in? Brooke, what are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, but what's your era? Are you a millennial? I don't even know what you are.
Yeah, sadly.
And you, Carly?
Gen X.
You must be late Gen X.
No.
Okay.
I was born in 1971.
All right, me too. So this sounds like a you problem then, because I've seen all the movies. I know what's going on. But...
All right. Yeah, it's totally my fault. I know. I was sheltered child. Come on.
Thank you, Philip. We love that you think we're awesome. Appreciate that. And he's saying, hey, listen, I'm young as y'all, and I know what's up. So But Carly, thank you
Yes.
for this film. I love the fact I was able to go back to it and just enjoy it all over again.
Well, thank you for recommending it as much as you have over the course of however many.
You mean like when I say, Carly, you know what a good movie would be if you pick Alien? Alien pick a great movie. Pick Alien next time.
It was subliminal.
It was. I'm like, hey, look at that illegal Alien movie. So with that, so remember,
Yes.
one, big love to all y'all.
Big love, if I can do it
And
right.
yeah, look at you, all y'all got it. I bet you even Phillips got it. Well, I bet he could do a heart like nobody's business. So with that, love to you both. Remember Babadook next week on Netflix. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'm gonna let you two retire. Adios. Hasta luego. And thank you so much for joining us on another Sunday. Sorry we haven't been around. Hey, holidays. What are you going to do? But with that said, don't forget, we're always here to scare you later.